Archaeologists have uncovered an incredible discovery in the jungles of Mexico, the cave of the Jaguar God. Inside, they found a treasure trove of Maya artifacts that gave them a fascinating look into the daily life and religious practices of the ancient people. The cave was closed off for more than 1,000 years, which kept the things inside in amazing shape. The discovery has given us new information about the Maya civilization, which thrived for thousands of years in Mexico and Central America before mysteriously falling apart. The amazing artifacts that were found in the cave of the Jaguar God could change how we think about this fascinating culture. The video is going to be quite interesting, so make sure to subscribe to our channel Unexplained History and hit the bell icon. Let's get started. Mayor Trove Alex, the cryptic cave system explored by Dinda, might soon transform our understanding of Maya civilization, its mysterious rise and fall, and its ritual use of caves and other underground spaces, thought to be up to a millennium old. The artifacts he found are priceless. At a press conference in Mexico City, in March 2019, that National Geographic report on Dinda described his reaction to the discovery. "I couldn't speak and started crying." He continued, "I've analyzed human remains in Chichen Itza's hallowed chamber, but nothing matches the emotion I got entering alone for the first time in that cave. You practically feel the presence of the Maya. Who put these objects there?" The Maya civilization originally ruled 1/3 of Mesoamerica, a culturally dynamic territory that includes central and southern Mexico and Central America up to Costa Rica. Maya civilization was a network of city-states, with shifting allegiances like classical Greece. The Maya had advanced writing and astronomical understanding, so sophisticated that it correctly predicted eclipses centuries in advance with a conceptual understanding of zero. Their mathematics was more complex than that of the ancient Greeks or Romans, and their calendar conceived of time on an epochal scale of tens of millions of years. The objects discovered by Dinda and his colleagues appear to date to the Terminal Classic or early post-classic period of Maya history, starting in 2000 BC. The Yucatan Peninsula is a huge flat limestone shelf in the southeast tip of Mexico, bordered by the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. Rainwater and naturally occurring acidic solutions corrode it. Limestone forms spectacular cave systems from Egypt to Babylon. But in the Yucatan Peninsula, a sprawling subterranean network of caves and sinkholes, known as cenotes, supplied the water resources for Maya cultural fluorescence in the dry north of the peninsula. The decline of classic Era Maya marked the rise of Chichen Itza, a regional powerhouse until its demise. Chichen Itza was a vast settlement with a profusion of ornate temples, pyramids, and palaces, including what is believed to be an astronomical observatory oriented towards Venus. The most famous structure at the site is El Castillo, a square-based pyramid dedicated to Kukulkan, the widely revered feathered serpent deity known as Quetzalcoatl to the Aztecs. On the equinoxes, sunlight on the pyramid's northern staircase creates the Grand Gam, is a multidisciplinary project to chart, understand, and conserve the region's aquifer. And Anda is one of its co-directors. Caves always had great symbolic significance to the Maya. As Holy Moyas, a University of California archaeologist, told National Geographic in March 2019, she said the ancient Maya caves and cenotes were openings to the underworld and some of the most sacred spaces, fundamental to the Maya experience. Cenote seems to have played a major role in Chichen Itza's culture, whose name means "at the mouth of the well of the Itza," an ethnic group that ruled the city. However, some theorists believe it means water. Wizards in any case, the site is home to several large cenotes both above and below its urban layout. But Dinda actually became aware of Balamku through Louis' son, a 68-year-old Maya local who had ventured inside it 50 years earlier, as part of a pioneering archaeological team. The elderly man would have been in his teens at the time, but the experience of gently made an impression on him. Most importantly, while no one knows why Chichen Itza declined or how it was founded, Balamku can tell us the moment of the collapse of Chichen Itza. De Anda told National Geographic, it can also probably tell us the moment of its beginning. Now we have a sealed context with a lot of information, including usable organic matter, that we can use to understand the city's development. Many of the artifacts are also adorned with Mesoamerican motifs, like the ceiba tree, a symbol of the universe known to the Yucatec Maya as Yaxed green tree. Intriguingly, more than 150 ceramic items also bear it. The Cave of Balamku may also confirm a popular theory that a series of droughts caused the decline Maya culture. Mayanists believe that this was the result of an exodus or conquest, but theorists now think that Chichen Itza was simply highly multicultural. The Yucatan Peninsula has always had a high degree of climate volatility, and massive deforestation may have contributed to drought conditions, which may explain a large number of ritual offerings to the rain god lilac that has been found. If the inhabitants of Chichen Itza were indeed suffering from a drought, they would have sought to rectify the crisis by peddling. The Maya sent offerings to the gods, to beseech them to manage nature, which agriculture and civilization depend on. The most potent offering was life itself, meaning that animal and human sacrifice were part of Maya culture. A complete forensic analysis of the seeds, bones, food, and other fragmentary remains in the cave of Balamku should reveal other useful information. This evidence should indicate the types of rituals practiced there and help archaeologists date the artifacts. According to Frederick Hebert, an archaeological consultant for National Geographic, the Cave of Balamku may offer further insights into sustainable resource use. By studying these caves and senates, I think that here we will be able to demonstrate the contrary, because when we begin to understand these marvelous contexts, we can understand the footprints of humankind's past during one of the most dramatic moments in history, but while at Anda and his team are yet to excavate the caves properly. They have at least completed an initial survey of its artifacts. The experts think that more items possibly dating back further than 1,000 years might also be found. In 2019, during Motherboard Conversation, James Brady said, "We've never had an opportunity quite like this, where everything is intact and guarded, and it's not a salvage operation, so we want to go slowly and make this a model cave project." Cave archaeology in the Yucatan Peninsula is a relatively new field of study. Before the 1980s, UC researchers mostly focused on the monumental structures of their cave system. The team's first goal is to produce a 3D map of the cave system, which archaeologists around the world are using for a variety of purposes. The finished output should give scholars a complete virtual depiction of the Cave of Balamku. Dienda and his colleagues want to investigate beneath the water table, where an uncharted warrant of limestone tunnels may stretch for kilometers and eventually link with other cave systems. It's never over, until you reach the last dead end. That's all for today. Like and share the video, and follow us for more amazing stuff.